We're going to tell AI to bring the 30 most famous art styles from human history to life, to help you potentially turn ideas into a canvas for print-on-demand business, or simply be the inspiration you need for your project. I am going to be using Midjourney AI art generator as usual. If you want to learn a bit more about it, check the description for a free guide you can add to your Notion page. Remember, the brush and the algorithms are just tools, so just enjoy what technology can do. Let's get into it. Byzantine Art. With a focus on religious iconography, this art style aims to capture the divine with a touch of majesty. As a result, breathtaking mosaics that tell stories in color and gold, taking you to the heart of the Byzantine Empire. As you can see, generations are kind of different from the original, so we're going to see a lot of random stuff. Gothic Art. Imagine Gothic cathedrals with its towering spires and glass windows. That's Gothic art for you. Every page is a masterpiece, telling tales of faith and fantasy. Moving on with the Renaissance, it was like hitting the refresh button on creativity. Artists of this era, like Leonardo da Vinci, brought back the coolness of classical ideals. It's all about realistic details, mind-blowing perspectives, and a celebration of the human spirit. Baroque is the rock star of art styles. It's got the drama, the intensity, the kind of art that doesn't just sit on a wall. Some of the most famous artists focused on those contrasts of light and shadow to deliver masterpieces. Rococo is like the art equivalent of a graceful dance, introducing a sense of delicacy, refinement, and a hint of intricate beauty. When you think of this style, you think of pastel colors, intricate details, and scenes that make you feel like you're in the midst of a luxurious daydream. The Romantic period acts as a rebellious artist breaking free from the formalities of the past. Romanticism is like poetry on canvas, expressing raw emotions and a deep connection to nature. It's the art of wanderlust, stormy seas, and the beauty of landscapes. Realism is that friend who keeps it real. In the mid-19th century, artists like Gustave Courbet, a renowned French painter of the 19th century, once famously said, "I paint lives, not just objects." This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the essence of his artistic approach. Welcome to the late 19th century. Some artists wanted to capture the vibe of a moment, not every tiny detail. It's like looking at the world through a painter's dream, vibrant colors and scenes that feel like a memory. After that, we got Post-Impressionism, Impressionism's rebellious cousin. Artists like Van Gogh and took the color party a step further, playing with form and perspective. It's art that goes beyond just what you see. It's about how the artist feels about what they see. Art Nouveau is the cool kid at the end of the 19th century. It's all about adopting nature's curves and bringing a touch of whimsy to your design. Picture elegant lines, organic motifs, and a vibe that's like stepping into a stylish botanical wonderland. Symbolism. It's not just about pretty pictures, it's a secret language. Imagine paintings filled with symbols with deeper meanings about life, dreams, and the human psyche. If you find this content somehow useful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give it a like if you think it's crazy how machines are now able to do this crazy stuff. Fauvism. In the early 20th century, Matisse and Derain threw away the color palette. Imagine bold, vibrant hues splashed across the canvas like a visual fiestas, placing emotion over realism. Pretty cool stuff, not gonna lie. With Expressionism, it's all about distorting reality to capture raw emotion. As we can see, AI identifies this style with vivid colors, twisted shapes, and a visual scream of reflection. Cubism is the Picasso-led revolution in the early 20th century. Imagine breaking down objects into fragments, then reassembling them in puzzles. For me, it is like challenging the way we see and understand things. Futurism is the art of speed, movement, and progress. Artists like Boccioni and Marinetti were all about capturing the dynamism of modern life. Picture paintings that feel like they're in perpetual motion, celebrating the energy of the industrial age. It actually gets crazier with Dadaism, born out of the chaos of World War I. Imagine bizarre collages, unconventional performances, and a general anti-art attitude that keeps you guessing. Surrealism. Led by DALL-E and Breton in the 1920s, it's all about bending reality. We all know the melting clocks, bizarre landscapes, and dreamlike scenes that take you to explore the subconscious. Then everything became crazier with abstract expressionism. Artists like Pollock and Rothko went for spontaneity, emotion, and abstraction. Imagine large canvases filled with energetic brushstrokes and colors that speak volumes without a clear subject. With minimalism is actually the opposite: clean lines, geometric shapes, and a focus on the essentials. Minimalism invites you to appreciate simplicity. Op art are basically visual illusions on canvas messing with your eyes, making you question what's real and what's a trick of the mind. Pop art is characterized by its striking and colorful visual style. Inspired by the aesthetics of everyday life and consumer goods of the time, such as advertisements, comic books, cultural objects, and the world of cinema. Kinetic art is art from any medium that contains movement perceivable by the viewer. In the mid-20th century, artists created sculptures and installations that moved. It's art you can touch and see in action. Conceptual art is the idea, or concept, behind the work is more important than the finished art object. Imagine an artwork that exists as a concept or a performance rather than a traditional object. With photorealism, an artist studies a photograph and then attempts to reproduce the image as realistically as possible in another medium. In this case, AI has some experience with it, and it is just getting better. With land art, think of sculptures and interventions in the landscape. Think of faces as rock formations and artworks that interact with the elements. AI gives pretty interesting results on this one. Neo-Expressionism is like a revival of the emotional power of Expressionism. Artists started using bold gestures and intense colors. Imagine canvases that shout emotions at you. Graffiti art and street art emerged from the urban landscapes of the late 20th century. It's about taking art to the streets, using walls as canvases. Think vibrant murals, political messages, and an artistic rebellion that's accessible to everyone. Digital art is any artwork that draws upon digital technology as an essential part of its creative process. From digital drawings, paintings, and illustration to photos, videos, and even sculpture, AI provides us with expansive results as well. Actually, pixel art is a form of digital art created through a computer through the use of raster graphics editing programs, where images are edited at the pixel level. Feel free to hit that like button if you didn't understand a single word of what I said. Anime and manga are Japan's gifts to the world of visual storytelling. They are not just art, they represent a cultural phenomenon. For Midjourney, the best option is to use the Niji model. However, as this is a research video, we are employing the same configuration for all the art styles. If you think I missed an important art style, please let me know in the comments, and I will include it in the second part. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.